create. So first here new part modeling. Okay, so that is the part modeling. You can create here. This one is solid selected here. So suppose give it the file name. Suppose maybe 1, 2, 3 or anything you can choose. If suppose you can uncheck this one, this is the use default template. If suppose uncheck this one and then OK here, so now this one is by default inch is selected. Okay, then you can choose here suppose millimeter Newton second. Okay, part solid. So now all dimensions are in millimeter. If suppose not unchecked, by default this one is taken inch. Okay, dimension is the inch. And if suppose unchecked and then you can choose millimeter here, then okay. So now this one is millimeter. Okay, so now this is the extrude, revolve, sweep, loft, etc. Okay, so now that is the extrude option. Here extrude and select this plane. Here choose any plane. There are 3 plane: front plane, top plane and right plane. Just opposite of the front plane, that is the back. Opposite of the top, that is the bottom, and opposite of the right, that is the left. So from 3 plane you can take 6 view and 4 corner point: southeast, southwest, northeast and northwest. Okay, so that is the 4 corner point and 6 view. And then you can choose any plane, and then that is the sketch view icon. So now that is the sketch view icon. So now we can create here line, rectangle, circle. Okay, as per the dimension. So now we can create here, suppose create here one rectangle. So suppose choose here one rectangle. Now you can put the dimension here. Suppose this is the 394. So suppose give it here 400. So now this one is the 400. Then you can choose here. So that is the 200. So now this one is 200. And suppose choose here, this one is also 200. So now this one is 200. Okay. So now then write it here. Okay. So now that is the one box coming here. So that is the OK option. Okay. So that is the extrude as solid. Okay. This one is the solid portion. Okay. Then you can put it here. Suppose this one is 216.51. Suppose give it here 300. So now this one is 300. Okay. So suppose choose here. This one is the placement option. Go to here. This one is slide 2. This one is blind. This one is also 300. If you choose here, this one is the blind. So now you can put it here. Another side of the sketch dimension. This one is suppose 200. So now this one becomes 200. So total length is how much? Total length is total 500. 300 plus 200. Okay. From one side of the sketch, this one is 300. From one side of the back side of the sketch, this one is 200. Okay. So that is the 300 and 200. Okay. So after that we can create here placement. Suppose add taper. Okay. So now this one is taper angle. You can choose here taper. Okay. So this one is 1. Suppose give it here 5. So now that is the 5 degree taper angle we can create here. Okay. 5 degree taper angle we can create here. If suppose uncheck the taper option, so now this one becomes solid. Means state. Okay. If suppose choose here surface, so now this one becomes surface, means totally hollow. There are a lamina without any thickness. Okay, only lamina there are without any thickness. Okay, so then after that we can create here suppose caption. So now this one is caption. Okay, captain. So these two are ending portion. So suppose open. So now this one is open. After that we can choose become solid. Okay, so now this one solid. Then we can create another option here, thicken sketch. So now this one is thicken sketch. You can put the dimension here. This is the 5.66. So now suppose this one is 10, or suppose this one is 30. So suppose to here this one is the 30. Okay, so that is the 30 option. So here this one is the option placement here. So that is the 30 option. So now this one is right. So now this one becomes the solid. This in Creo, this gray color means solid option. Okay, gray color means solid option created here. Okay, so that is the extrude solid. Okay, so after that we can create another extrude here, which is, suppose, go to the extrude option, and then here this one is the remove material. So suppose choose the sketch, means this surface, and then this one is sketch view. So now go to the sketch view option and create here rectangle here. So now this one is the rectangle, and then write it. So now this one is the right. Okay, so this one is the right, and then flip option. So now this one is the flip. Okay, after that we can create here. So that is the flip option here. So that is the remove material. Okay, so that is the remove material, and then write it. So now this one is the remove material. Okay, so that is the extrude here. This one is extrude and remove material. Now we can create here revolve. Okay, so revolve here, create new page, then uncheck, then OK. Here choose millimeter, suppose millimeter part solid, Newton second part solid. Then we can create here revolve. Okay, revolve, suppose choose any plane, and then go to the sketch view option. Okay, same procedure, create a rectangle here. So that is the rectangle. Okay, one side of the sketch, and create here one center line. Okay, so that is the one center line we can create here from the vertical axis. Okay, this one is the vertical axis, and then write it. So now this is the sketch option. Okay, so that is the solid option. Then we can create here, suppose this one is 360. So now this one is 270. So now that is the 270. Okay, so this one is 270 degree angle. Now this one is placement, or here we can select here same procedure option. This is the side 1. We can choose here side 2. So that is the also side 2. You can choose as per your requirement. Suppose this one is a 45. So now this one is 45 degree angle. Okay, so this is the 45, and then we can create here thick. So that is the thick option we can create. So that is the thick. If you here this one is none, so now this one becomes none. Okay, so now this is the thick option. So thickness you can put it here 5.06. Suppose here 20. So now this only becomes 20. Okay, now this one becomes 20. So that is the 270 degree angle. Okay, if you suppose choose here, this is the revolved surface, means this one is the surface. So now this one is without any thickness lamina. Okay, if you suppose caption, same thing will be already discussed in the extrude portion. Okay, so suppose caption, suppose this one is the solid. So now this one becomes solid, and if you suppose choose here, this is the thickness. So now this one becomes thickness. Okay, so that is the main thing. Okay, and if suppose this one is 270, if suppose choose here, that is the revolve. So now this 270 divided into two parts. Okay, from the sketch, this is the one thing, one portion 50%, and that is the another 50%, means 270 divided by 2, equally divided. Okay, and suppose choose here first one. So now this one is first one. Okay, so from sketch this one is rotate one side. Okay, so that is with thick, just write it here. So now with thick, this one is revolve. Okay, so after that we can revolve here. This one is surface, means remove material. Suppose select any plane, and then same procedure, go to the sketch view. Here create here one rectangle, and here create here one line, and then write it. So now that is the one line here. So now this one is created one line. So now if you choose here remove material, so now this one is remove material. and then write it. So now this one is remove material. Okay, so that is the remove material option, revolve 1 and revolve 2. Okay, revolve 1 and revolve 2. Next one is revolve 1 is the add material, revolve 2 is the cut material. Okay, revolve 1 is the add material, revolve 2 is the cut material. So extrude and revolve, all of you practice as per your time.